Good afternoon, everybody. It's a little bit dark and dismal out there today, I know. But it is the 18th of December, and here we are on tile number 18 of our 24 Advent tiles. So not long now, quite a few done, really. And this one actually is going to create this top section. So we're starting to sort of finalise a few bits and pieces right in the top corner. So what I've actually done, as you can see, look, I've still on the back put my name so it's all level. So should I decide I'm going to take this apart in a short while to maybe, you know, break it up a little bit or add a few bits to it on the inside, then I know that it's actually going to work and everything's the right way around. So there we go, number 18, right in this top corner. And just as we usually do, I'm going to come in with a pencil. Hi, Sue. Okay, I'm going to add in that line. It's been a bit of a busy day today, actually, because my mum's just left. She's come to see me and exchanged a few gifts, which is lovely. And I think today we've actually made a little bag together. So I thought it'd be really nice that if I made it for her and she could decide what bits she wanted and where she wanted them, then it's a little bit of a joint thing. So she's done all the pressing and the ironing of everything and pulled the handles out. It's been quite nice. So here we go then. So this is our first bit. Now you can see here that what we've got to do is join this one and this one. So it's always handy, even if you don't stick it, to have this one next to the tiles you're working with, because of course what we're wanting to do is actually join it somehow. Okay, and then same here. Now you see that this has got a bit of a curve. We can worry about that in a short while. And here we go. That one is going to sort of come down here and there. So I'm going to sort of make that. So I've got about 3 spaces in there. So, okay. Let's go ahead and put these ones in. So just going to draw my line across. It's lovely, isn't it? You just sort of start, everything's nice and calm. And then the dogs bark. Here we go. All right, you see? So working my way around. I've got those little curves on the edge there. There we go. So I'm going to finish the sort of shape here as well. And there we go. Put my little lines across. So whether you do the lines first or whether you did the dots, I'm going to fill those in at some point. Doesn't matter, because you're going to end up with a similar sort of design, whether you know, do like little smiles this way, aren't they? There you go. Okay, so that's that first bit done. Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. I know it's got a bit of a kink in it, but that's okay, because it's quite nice to have, you know, a little bit of something in there. And of course we've got this gap. We said we were going to finish this. I know this is on the tile sort of next to it, but it's kind of nice to do things as you go. So let's get this bit finished. I think my pen's on its last legs. Look, I think the fine liner has actually gone a little bit too low down now. But we'll get this tile out of it. There we are. Let's do another one there. And of course, just like in these, we did those little auras. And if you can fill in a few little bubbles. There we are, just as we're going along. And then see, you're just going to follow the shape round and then fill it with bubbles, and any little gaps left it can fill with ink. See? And just sort of ink around. There we go. Oh, Sue, that's great news. Thank you for letting me know that. The parchment mat. It's yeah, I'm really pleased with them. I mean, we've got other things coming that are going to work with the embossing mat. You know, the sort of the fluff, the slightly sort of more foamy one. But the silicone ones is really nice as well. They both are. They both serve really nice purposes each though. So glad that you're finding it's working for you. Okay, I'm back to pencil. And you see this corner here? I want to create a curve from there to there. That's the first one. And then the space here, I'm going to create, I want another curve, but I don't want them to be even. See, that would be even both sides. So I want this one to be a little bit smaller. There you go. Again, follow it round. And that's why we do it in pencil, so you can work that out. That's fine. Okay. So focus on this one. What I'm going to do is let's just sort of pencil in a couple of spaces. So I've got 3 that side and 3 that side. That's okay. So let's go a little bit larger. So the ones where we've done this, I'm going to draw them in with pen now. There's no rush with this, you can just take your time. And if you feel that you need to use a straight edge, that's fine too. There we go. And then I'm going to draw these curves in with pen as well. Along that one and along this one. There we go. Alright, so far so good. So I'm just going to move out just a little bit. There you go. And I'm going to work on this top section. So it doesn't matter which side you start from. Or you could start in the middle, but I'm going to go from side to side. I find it easy to start here and go round, but you might want to do it from there and go that way. It doesn't matter because we're doing the same thing. So let's go a bit bigger. I'm going to do a line just slightly over halfway and put a little bubble on it. And then I'm going to come to this side of it and put a line and a bubble. And then this side, a line and a bubble. And then this side and a bubble. And sort of working my way around. I'm going to come in and create these little lines and bubbles all the way around, and can move your tile because you want to try and create a little bit of a curve as you're going. They don't all have to be the same length, just don't want them to touch the other side. Along. So how are we doing? Are we keeping up with this? Are we a few behind? You waiting for me to do it? Are you in front of me? Or are you just sketching them to start with? Are you putting them on tiles straight away? Everybody's got their own way of doing it, haven't they? Their own little method. There you go, see? That shape all the way around. So then, let's have a look at these shapes now. These ones that are around here. And I'm going to do a little aura inside each one, even on the end now, because this is the very top corner on the right hand side. So there we go. Oh, hello everybody, afternoon, everybody's coming on now. Hi there, hope you've been okay. We've yeah, this time next week it'll be over. I think so anyway. Or not quite, just feels later than it is. We'll be packing away and just getting ready to head home, I think, at this time. So, you see, just pulling those lines in there. And again, if you want to use a straight edge for this, you can do. If you want to add a little bit of a different tangle in too, you can do that. You don't have to follow mine exactly. You can sort of just follow it for the shapes and then add your own tangles in. There you go. So I'm just going to remove those lines just so now we don't really need them. And I think it'll be a little bit clearer that you can see. There you go, what you've got there. So again, doesn't matter which one you start in because we're going to do the same in each one. I'm going to create a little curl. Oh, hello Nicola. Oh, is it wet there? Not nice. It is here. As long as it's only raining and not snowing, I can cope with that. Yeah, don't like the snow. There we go. See, so I've just filled it with some curls there. Moving on. And then let's do another. So I'm starting the same way as I did the first one there, but you don't have to. And I'm going to try, if I can, and fill the space, you see, side to side, edge to edge. Hi Chris. If you can't, it doesn't matter. It's something to aim for, isn't it? You've got something to see where it's going. And see, touching the sides wherever you can. If you find it really doesn't, then put one in one of the corners. See this? I'm doing like little squished ones. There you go. Okay. Just working my way around. So there's another one. They're all a little bit squashed, aren't they? I think because these spaces are quite wide. And if you were watching this and doing it later, you could make them a bit thinner. Now you know what's going in them. So they can be any shape. And along in there. And again. So it just sort of starts to flow, doesn't it? One more. So that's going to be quite narrow. So you're getting a different shape depending on the size of the space you're working in, or the section. Or there we go. Okay, look at that. So, just this top corner then. Let's have a look. I'm going to start with the point right there, and I'm going to create myself a loop through the middle there. There we go. And then, as best you can, let's have a loop on this side. And I'm going to sort of stay with it on that corner edge there. And then the same on here, along. And then again, I'm going to come right on the edge. So I've got that little loop. And in the space, we've done this before. So it's sort of a recurring design. Let's bring a line up the middle and either side. It's nice to do that along pieces that are bigger, is to bring sort of a reoccurring design in, just to sort of help tie it all together. And then a little line, a bubble, and a bubble. See, bigger, smaller, line, bubble. Going around it a couple of times just to sort of helps to round them off a little bit, I think. You can more redefine it. Okay. Right, let's have a little look at this. There we go. So there's our drawings done. So I think actually, you see, I've got these little gaps here. Just going to come in and fill those. A bit of ink there. Okay, just sort of up that top section. Just being careful not to draw all over my desk. Okay, all right. So, oh, Tanya, that's brilliant news, because I know when you said you struggled with that one a bit, if you still needed a bit of a hand, I'd have gone back through bits. So there, I think actually I've done it on the bottom there and at the sides. There you go. So I'm going to sort of keep with that idea. I'm going to add a little bit on each side of this next shape. See there and there. And the same with this one. So I'm still adding pencil both sides of the line there. And I'm going to add a little bit up the middles. Don't be too shy with your pencil here. And then here, a little bit in that corner. Leaving a bit of rubber. And a little bit around those. A little bit in those corners. And let's just have a little accent on those little bubbles there. Okay, so in with our tortillon then. First things first, actually I'm going to start from this side and work my way outwards. So soften off that area. And then this one. And again, I'm not going to go all the way to the middle. I want to leave a little bit of the tile underneath. That's where ideally a little bit of white highlight would go. But I'm not going to do that till the end. Okay, so a little bit there again, just showing the whites at the top, or whatever colour tile you've got underneath. And then I'm going to sort of zigzag these here. So it's just sort of going either side, but I don't want to completely go over everything. So that just sort of covers that little bit there. There we are. And then let's swirl these sections. So it's just pulling it in a little bit further. Same on this one. Hi Same on this one, swirls. I think it's made a real difference having it inked beforehand. We've got instant colour on there, and it's really changed things up a little bit. I do think actually I'm going to go back in and add some stronger colour to some areas. I think I might just pick on a few and really sort of bring them out of the image and let the rest fade behind. I don't know, it sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Add that a little bit there, and then of course either side. Just trying to leave that a little bit of a highlight. And again, I can go over some of these on the other tiles and you know, strengthen them up a little bit later on. See, I didn't really need that bit there, did I? There we are. So this is sort of almost like a first go at it, isn't it? Where you've got the main bits down and you've got your main bits of inking and stuff. There it is. I actually like that little bit of a kink there. You know, I mean, you might not have that. You might have done it quite the way around, but I actually don't mind. It's got a bit of movement, a bit of shape. But I definitely think that needs another layer. And again, you can do this later on, but you know, sometimes you can add to it as you're going. There you go. See the difference there, having that a little bit stronger. And plus you could bring sparkle in and gel pens with these little dots and things. So many different opportunities, isn't there? So here we go. That is, let me just move my cam up a little bit. There you go. So we've got quite a bit done. It's a lovely little corner in there, isn't it? All these little pieces now we've filled in. So you see this one, you've repeated it a little bit there, just a slightly different size. This one has definitely, look, it's got that kind of a shape going on again, hasn't it? Same with this one here. So we've certainly got, oh, there's another one there, look. Certainly got a few more bits and pieces to do. But there you go. There's number 18 of out of 24, so not many more to do. So have a bit of fun with that one, enjoy. And yeah, we'll see what you're doing with it. And okay, see you tomorrow for the next one, which is going to be there. So we're going to start to fill all of that half in then. It's just about in the bottom, goodness me. So I'm really looking forward to it, to seeing how it's going to end up. And again, as I say, I actually don't look at the whole picture. I actually look at just one section, just like you do. Sketch it in my sketch pad, so I make sure that I know what I'm doing for the live. And then it's straight onto that. So I don't know fully how it's going to turn up. And I've got an idea, but I've not looked back at what I drew. So I'm getting just as much out of it as you are. So thank you ever so much for watching. Hope you're keeping up. If not, you know, there's no rush. It's not a Christmas piece. So you could do this at your own leisure whenever you want. Just enjoy it. Okay, everybody. So I'll speak to you tomorrow. See you then. Take care. Bye.